Start small, make steady gains, and remain firm on your goal. This may sound like a bodybuilding tip, but it has come from Indian foreign trade dynamics. India's initiative to push forward the Indian rupee in the global market has started to bear fruit now. Hi and welcome to TFI Post. I am your host Shikhar Tripathi. If you are watching us on YouTube, please subscribe and press the bell icon to get all the latest updates. If you are watching us on Facebook, do like, share and follow the page. Let's begin with the video report. According to the report by Vion, RBI is deliberating on the designation of rupee as foreign currency in Sri Lanka. Few days ago, the Central Bank of Sri Lanka said that it has its mechanism in place for it. Meanwhile, banks from Sri Lanka have opened Vostro accounts. A Vostro account is an account a correspondent bank holds on behalf of another. Now Sri Lankan citizen can use Indian rupee to buy made in India products. Sri Lanka desperately needed an alternative currency to save itself from the economic crisis. It paid the price of too much reliance on dollars. As it got into debt, the island nation realized that it did not have enough dollars to pay for imports. The country went into strife, which is where India and some other countries jumped in with much needed humanitarian effort. However, India's export to Lanka includes fuel as well. The new India-Sri Lanka rupee trade mechanism will make it easier for locals to pay Indian pump owners. Indeed, that is how the demand of Indian rupee is going to increase in coming future. This is how demand of every currency increases. Take for example the American dollar. Currently, the currency market is excessively dominated by dollar. Over 60% of international trade and finance is dominated by dollar. With 40.51% utility, it has the most active currency in SWIFT transactions for the year 2021. This became possible only because crude oil became a new gold in the second half of the 20th century, and somehow the petrodollar came into action. This is a big problem for other countries. American exporters as well as importers use the same currency. No other country on the planet Earth has this facility. China did try to break the shackles and in fact aped the dollar. It started its renminbi offense only when it became a net exporter of commodities. It took due care of the fact that in case Uncle Sam is angry, China's domestic policy is not choked. However, Chinese currency did not find traction since it is not fully convertible on the capital account. Additionally, China artificially manipulating its currency also became a big reason for its failure. It is not that Indian rupee is without deficiencies. It has its fair share of problem as well. But Indian rupee has one big advantage. India does not engage in currency manipulation like China. Moreover, India being a democracy enjoys a legitimate place in the global world order. Our financial market products like Rupee, credit cards, UPI among other is well acknowledged. Countries across the world have measured these equations and seems to have zeroed down on the belief that the Indian rupee is more stable. Reports indicate that at least 35 countries have shown interest in India's rupees trade mechanism. Belarus, Tajikistan, Cuba, Luxembourg and Sudan are already in talks with India. Initially, the Indian trade mechanism was intended to attract countries dissatisfied with reckless American sanctions. However, things have changed for good in the last few months. India's top trading partners including the UAE and Saudi Arabia are also interested in rupee dirham and rupee real trade respectively. Up until now, a total of 18 Vostro accounts have been approved. 12 of them are reserved for India-Russia trade, 5 for India-Sri Lanka and 1 for India-Mauritius. Given the fact the momentum is with rupee and the countries are unhappy with dollar, number of such accounts could quickly reach to 50. We are witnessing history in the making.